Welcome back to Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress, the show that will make you into a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur. I'm Zach, and with me today is a slack-jawed friend of mine, Michael Colby. How you doing, Michael?
Oh, wonderful.
And not with us is George. He's not dead, but he is dead to us because he's late. So hopefully he'll be joining here in a minute.
He's so late.
Today we are dipping out of the A's and into the P's, discussing Predator from June 12th, 1987. After we discuss the movie, we will figure out where to place it in our AVPCU movie ranking and our mission to figure out which one is absolutely the best, but really which one is second best at this point. I really don't see anything displacing Alien. I did just get a text from George. He says he just pulled up, so he'll be joining us in a minute.
Boy.
So, yeah. As a reminder, we assume the listener has seen the movie before, and of course, there will be spoilers. So let's get to the movie memories. Do you want to go first? Or
Sure. I was a huge Arnold head back in the late 80s and early 90s, way too early.
Yep.
I think the first Arnold movie I saw was Commando.
Yes.
And
yes,
after that I was
first
like,
too.
yeah, after that I was like, I need to watch everything that this guy was in. And then I found Predator, and I've watched this movie so many times since then. Like, it's one of those background movies for me where I can just throw it on and, while I'm cleaning the living room or cleaning up the kitchen or whatever, you hear the one-liners, you hear the ribbled one-liner sometimes that Jesse Ventura says.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so weird because I understand that back then that was something that people just said, but
right.
It's the only one, and it really sticks out. It's
it does stick out.
Yeah, it's like, you didn't need to say that.
Yeah, I have a note somewhere later on, but I'll see if I can recall it now. But about the F slur, I was like, it's his character, but also I'm pretty sure that Jesse Ventura didn't have any trouble saying.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, was that just an improv by Ventura?
Let's say, I don't know if that was in the script.
Yeah. Freaking. Oh. I mean, what? But, and again, this is much like Aliens. We have a group of rowdy, military people. So we're going to let it pass because that's the kind of thing that those guys said.
Right.
But James Cameron, this is how you do a group of military guys.
It's a lot better at doing that.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. And I think actually that in the documentary or commentary, I forget, somewhere I saw that they had all trained together, been trained by a guy who was a Navy SEAL or something, and kind of trained them to move like a platoon. And Jesse Ventura had actually been in Vietnam, and he's a Navy SEAL, or whatever the Navy SEALs were. That they were called something else, and they became the Navy SEAls. I forget.
Okay.
The Frogmen, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he has real combat experience, and he's pretty funny actually. In the behind the scenes, he said something like, he's like, yeah, I have no problem with these guys doing a movie about war, but I wouldn't want to be at war with any of these guys. So for me, this movie came out in 1987. I was 12. I don't think that I saw it in the theaters, but maybe, because my dad did take me to see The Fly, which was around then. But I don't think he took me to see this one. And then before this, I think the last time that I saw it, it might have been in around 1995.
Wow.
And I might have been on acid. Trying to remember. There's a lot of fuzzy memories from back then. I definitely remember being in this one kid's room across the hall and watching the movie. And then I also remember being in that kid's room before on acid. Not sure if it was the same time though. I also watched it with the director commentary, which was pretty good, but we were talking about this before the show about mouth noises. He makes a lot of mouth noises that were a little rough to listen to. There was a text commentary by film historian Eric Lichtenfeld, and I was like, I'm not going to read a commentary.
I've never seen.
I'd never seen that before either. It was really weird. I was like, what? A text commentary? And like, I read the description of it like several times, and it's like, it's going to show up as subtitles. I was like, nah, that's not for me. And there was a lot of good behind the scenes stuff. So that'll be sprinkled in throughout. And let's see. Thought George would be here by now so he could do his movie memories, but I guess not. Oh, here he is, just in time.
Just in time.
Maybe.
He has a box.
Hey, are you there?
Hello.
Oh,
there God, I'm sorry.
You're just in time for your movie memories.
Am I really?
Yeah. Sorry, we couldn't really wait longer because I have plans later, and so does, and Colby's got to go to work. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I should just stop trying to like fit in these visits with the in-laws and assume that the trip from the other side of the Bay Area is going to go smoothly. But so you guys already went through your initial your movie you
just missed the movie memories in my hilarious opening.
Oh, okay. Man, I hope I don't rehash the same jokes that I don't rehash like your jokes.
That's all right. But I'll lay into you if you do. That's fine.
We're talking about Predator, right?
That's correct.
Just so that we're on the same page. Okay. Not Hocus Pocus.
If I had thought about that a half second longer, I would have changed it up on you just to mess with you. But no, we're talking Predator, movie memories. You're up.
All right. I actually can't remember for the life of me when I first watched Predator. But I'm pretty sure that when I did, I think I was just slammed by like this tidal wave of testosterone, and I think I was reborn in in Jesse the Body Ventura's words, a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur. Right after
I did use that joke.
Did you? Oh man, because I mean, I do feel like right after I watched it, by the end of the movie, my first full mustache had kind of grown in. But like when just watching this movie again, it just had like everything. There's ripped dudes with guns and explosions. And Anna was gorgeous. I think I kind of forgot that she was she was as good. She was great looking. She's like the hottest hostage ever.
I actually forgot that too. But when I was rewatching it, and this is like the 20th time I've watched this movie, and I just noticed it this time.
I feel like I knew it, but I just it totally slipped my mind. Because almost every meme growing up around this movie is just like kind of stuck in the zeitgeist, especially like the Schwarzenegger Carl Weathers memes, and like the two huge action stars in their prime, and that huge epic bicep bro handshake. I don't even know what it's called. That's like, it's a meme into itself. I think how many little videos I've seen where they do the hand clasping and then like a nuclear bomb goes off or something.
I love that. Yeah, it's so good when the nuke goes off.
Yeah. And then just all the sound bites from this movie, like there's so much awesomeness in this movie. But yeah, I would argue probably this is probably the best of the Predator series, I think. I don't know. I haven't really thought through how closely it's followed by Prey, but for a movie in the 80s, I thought this was actually a really well done and like tight movie. So
totally. And I think if any movie comes close in the Predator series, it's going to be Prey, because it does not get a lot better immediately after this. It doesn't get better at all.
I'm bracing myself for Badlands. I really hope Badlands is good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. When does that come out? November?
Soon, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to the credits. The first Predator movie is the third in our Alienverse Predator Connected Universe series. It was written by Jim and John Thomas. They also wrote Predator 2, which is next for us. They wrote Executive Decision. That's the movie where Steven Seagal dies, saving Kurt Russell. I love that part. That's the best.
That's how all Steven Seagal movies should actually be.
No, I can't believe that he allowed his character to be killed on screen. I think he didn't have quite the ego yet. I mean, he definitely had an ego. Maybe he was like, I really need a Hollywood blockbuster movie role. So,
yeah.
Or maybe they filmed the scene of him like somehow surviving and then cut that out.
That rules. I hope that's what happened.
Yes, I do too.
They were like, don't worry, it's in the director's cut.
Yeah. Jim and John Thomas also wrote Behind Enemy Lines. I never saw that. It's Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson. I think it was supposed to be good, but I don't know. From the behind the scenes of this movie, it was originally going to be called Predators, but they thought it was too difficult to have multiple predator creatures in it, so they limited it to one, which I think was the smarter move. It's a very tight movie.
Yeah.
And they did, this is what I was talking about before, Michael. They did 8 weeks of training in Puerto Vallarta to learn to act like a platoon. This was directed by John McTiernan. He's done some other good movies: Die Hard, The Hunt for Red October, Last Action Hero. Some not so great ones, Medicine Man. I remember seeing that in the theater.
That's a Steven Seagal joint too, isn't it?
No, that's it's Sean Connery and Lorraine Bracco. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're thinking of though. Yeah, you're thinking of like Magic Man or something like that. It's
yeah. There's definitely a Seagal movie where he plays like a shaman.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's several movies he's culturally appropriated a bunch of stuff on. Like, because there's another one where he's walking around with prayer beads, isn't there? Like,
yes, I think that's
Deadly Ground.
Yeah. McTiernan also directed that Rollerball remake, which I never bothered with, but I did listen to. I think like the How Did This Get Made? Oh no, I think it was Blank Check. They did a whole series on McTiernan. Even worse, he did jail time for making a false statement to the FBI about hiring a PI to do an illegal wiretap on the producer of the Rollerball remake.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And I don't think he's done anything since then. The cast of Predator includes and stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as Alan Dutch Schaefer. I think, echoing what you said earlier, Colby, I've been a fan since I was a young boy, saw way too many of his movies too early. The Terminator and the sequels, nothing touches the first Terminator, but I do like all the sequels. Even the one that doesn't have him in it. It's the worst one, but the one with Christian Bale in it. Even that one's okay. I'm not itching to rewatch it, but I have rewatched it.
I stopped at 2 with Terminator. I said, no more of this.
You're good. You're okay.
He was in the Christian Bale. Wasn't he like CGI'd?
I guess so. Yeah, at the very end, that revealed. Yeah, it didn't even look like him though, really. But I don't know. He was in Commando. We talked about that. The Running Man. That's great. Total Recall. Those are just a few favorites.
Total Recall is fantastic.
Yeah. And you guys know he's a bit of a prankster on the set, right? Do you know what he did to troll Jesse Ventura here?
Is this the bicep measuring one?
Yes. So he had the wardrobe crew leave out his measurements so that Ventura would see him laying around, but he had them alter the measurements to be a little bit smaller. So then Ventura saw that, went for the bait, and thought that he had 1 inch larger biceps than Arnold Schwarzenegger. So a few days later, they're at the gym, and Jesse's like, "Hey, we should measure biceps." And Arnold's like, "That's a good idea. We should bet on it." And he bet him like a bottle of expensive champagne and a case of cigars. and Schwarzenegger's arms were 3 inches. His biceps were 3 inches larger than Venturo's, which is pretty great.
Is that this? Are those the cigars that he's smoking during the movie?
Maybe it should be. That'd be awesome. And
That'd
then,
be so awesome.
do you know about the Stallone thing?
About the his mom, that movie
Stop
with
or my mom will shoot.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
I did hear about
Right?
that. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Arnold had done a couple of comedies, so they approached him to do Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and he thought it was like just garbage. But he knew that they were also considering Stallone, so he called up Stallone and was like pretending to ask for advice that he really wanted the part. And then Stallone called up the production company and was like, "I'll do anything to be in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." Yeah,
It's such a
that's
funny,
great.
It's not a dick move per se, but it's just hilarious.
Yeah. And of course, he was the governor from 2003 to 2011. Carl Weathers plays Al Dillon. I love Carl Weathers. He's great. Obviously, he's Apollo Creed, Chubbs, and Happy Gilmore. Have either of you seen Action Jackson?
I have.
Yes.
That was
that's
a
good
while
one.
back, man.
I don't know. I was going to say, it's a good one. I don't know if it holds up, but that was one I remember watching.
Was that the one Apollonia was in, or somebody that Prince was dating was the
I
lead
don't
female
know.
in that, wasn't it?
I don't know. I just remember him and the guy who played Coach on TV. I forget the guy's name right now, but I remember liking it. I don't know if it holds up.
Not
Richard-
Boots, not
Go ahead. Bootsy Collins?
something Booth.
I don't know.
The guy that plays Coach. Darn it,
Oh,
Powers Booth.
it's not Powers
No,
Booth, but
it's
he,
not Powers
he
Booth.
looks a
Oh.
lot like that guy.
Oh, okay.
Colby's looking it up. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Craig T. Nelson.
That's the and
Oh,
he was
yeah,
also in
yeah.
He's in
he's in-
Poltergeist. That's
yep.
what I know him from. I've watched like 3 episodes of Coach.
I watched a lot of it. I remember being fine, but I would not be up for a rewatch.
No,
You don't think it holds up?
No,
it
probably not.
can't. It can't possibly.
There's no way. So, Richard Chavez as Pancho Ramirez. The only way I can tell him apart from Hawkins is that he's the one that doesn't wear glasses.
Yep.
And I was thinking of Colby the whole time with the aliens, Marines. Like one of them needs an eye patch.
Yeah, and I
This
said,
is how they did it.
yeah, and I was even saying, I was like, man, these 2 guys look exactly the same. They put glasses on one
Yes.
of them.
Well, he was also the one that was always carrying the grenade launcher. That's how I also.
Oh yeah,
Told
I
them
don't know.
apart.
I didn't pay that close attention. I don't really know Richard Chavez from anything other than this. I looked at his list of credits. He's got plenty, but I haven't seen any of that. Sonny Landham as Billy Soul. I've got great news, guys. This
still
is
alive?
not a red face situation.
Yeah.
Sonny Landham is half Cherokee and an 8th Seminole. On the downside, the insurance company for the movie insisted that they hire a bodyguard to protect everyone else from this guy. I
Really?
guess he's got a bad temper and a bit of a short fuse. I guess he gets in fights a lot. He played it pretty chill in the movie.
Actually, in that same vein, you were right about Alfred Molina.
Yes. Oh, I put in a thing.
Oh, did you?
Just side note. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, we were talking about how Rhys Davis. What's his name? The guy who plays Sala. Last name is Rhys Davies.
John Rhys Davis.
John Rhys Davis. Davis. Anyways, we were talking about how he's playing this Egyptian guy, but he's very clearly white.
Mhm.
And then George was like, "What about Alfred Molina playing a Spaniard?" And he's a quarter Spanish, I think it is, something like that.
Yep.
So I did put in a little note in the episode, pointing that out. Anyways, other films you may know Sonny Landham from: Big Abner, Slippery When Wet, The Honey Cup, Private Afternoons of Pamela Mann. That's right, he was an adult film star for a while. He did do Hollywood movies before and after The Predator, but he did a lot of adult films there. He was in Poltergeist along with Craig T. Nelson. 48 Hours, and also in Action Jackson, to name a few. Bill Duke plays Mac Elliott. Bill Duke's the best. I love him.
He's awesome.
He's great. Yeah. He was.
Is he still acting? Is he around still? Or
he's alive still. I think he's in his 80s, maybe. So I don't know if he did something. Oh, he didn't. He was in Mandy. I was like, he did something fairly recently. Mandy. That was like early 2020s, or was it?
No, that was like
late
18 or 19.
17. Okay. It doesn't seem that long ago.
Mandy rules. It's 2018.
Okay.
oh wow.
Right.
Mandy is amazing. We should do that.
As a we could do that as AVPCU adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would give it a rewatch. I remember it being a little disturbing. But that's okay.
I've watched that movie like 5 times now. It's one of those movies that gets better every time you rewatch it.
All right. I'll add it to the list. Bill Duke was also in Commando. He was up against Arnold in that one. He's also in Action Jackson and Menace to Society, which is a good movie that I remember, if I remember correctly. And X-Men The Last Stand. He plays Secretary Trask. Arguably the best part of that piece of shit movie.
I may need to watch Action Jackson now.
All right, yeah. Check it out. Check it out and let me know if it's any good.
Yeah.
Because it was like middle school or high school the last time I watched that.
X-Men The Last Stand, is that the Brett
X-Men.
Ratner one?
Yeah. That's the horrible one.
Oh, yeah. I think I blocked that out of my brain. I was like, I don't remember him being in that, but that's probably.
Is that the Dark
He was
Phoenix
barely
one?
in it.
The third
Yeah.
of the original ones. Okay. Yeah, that was
it's like
pretty
the worst
shitty.
one possible.
Yeah, it's really bad. At least Cyclops dies in that one. That's something.
It is something.
Wait, are you guys a bunch of Cyclops haters?
I am.
I've been playing the Marvel vs. Capcom games, and Cyclops is even annoying in that.
Oh my god, I love that guy.
Yeah, I know he's your favorite. I think we actually talked about that a little bit when we did the Thunderbolts quick take.
We'll have to talk about that another time.
So Jesse Ventura is Blaine Cooper. He's a bit of a nut, but I kind of love him. Jesse, that is not just the character.
How do you not love a guy that carries around a mini cannon?
Yeah, he's got that Gatling gun. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. And when they use it during my favorite scene of this movie, which we'll talk about later.
I know which one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
I guess we will get to that. So I mentioned this earlier, he was a Navy SEAL. He fought in Vietnam, had a wrestling career, then an acting career. Running Man is probably what I think he's best known for besides this. He had a cameo in that one X-Files episode, the Jose Chung's from Outer Space, where he plays himself, but he's like a man in black. And he had a political career as governor of Minnesota from 1999 to 2003.
He's a pretty good governor, wasn't he? From what I heard.
Of the 3 people that I know who live in Minnesota, they seem to be happy with him.
He starred in a movie that was like very predatory. I cannot remember the name of the movie.
Was it Predators with a Z?
No, it's he plays like a time traveler. Shit.
That does sound familiar.
I can't find it because his IMDb is like every videotape of wrestling that he was ever in is on here. What was that movie called? Go ahead, I'll find it.
I'm just Googling Jesse Ventura time travel. He had a show called Conspiracy. That's not it. TV show. All right, well, I'll let you try to find that.
Speaking of his wrestling career, I feel like I'll forever be Team Ventura versus Team Hogan, with the whole like him getting screwed over by Hulk Hogan when he tried to unionize the wrestlers. Oh, it seems like such a dick move, but
I don't know wrestling.
Well, Ventura tried to get a union going for the wrestlers, and Hogan like narked to Vince and
No.
then they squashed it before they could actually do it. It's called
that seems on brand.
Abraxas, Guardians of the
I have
Universe.
heard of that. I have heard of that.
Oh,
It's awesome.
yeah.
I may have seen it.
It's awesome.
All right.
Abraxas.
Shane Black is Richard Hawkins. He was cast because McTiernan wanted a writer on the set. And then I guess he was asked to do a draft of the script. And actually what they wanted him to do was to rewrite the script while he was doing the movie. like in his downtime, quote unquote. Then when he got there, the studio decided that they were just going to stick with the original draft. He didn't have to do any writing at all. He has written Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, the good ones. The Last Boy Scout, Last Action Hero, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3, boo. He also directed that. Nice Guys, which he also directed, and The Predator, also boo, also directed that.
Oh, he directed The Predator?
Yeah.
That's the one with the robot suit that came out of the pod?
I don't remember. I think it's the one that has Olivia Munn in it.
Yeah. That was pretty bad.
It wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but it's not good. Elpida Carrillo as Ina Gonzalez. She is great in this. She apparently had a huge acting career, but it's almost exclusively stuff I haven't seen.
Yeah.
You did not see Blue Beetle?
I was about to say she is the Blue Beetle's mom. I was like, whoa, I had no idea that was her. I did see Blue Beetle, and I did not hate that. Now, do you guys know about the original Predator design?
Yes,
with Van Damme in it.
Yes, like it looked like an anteater or something.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, what you see in the movie is not the original design. They only shot 2 scenes with it, and then I guess McTiernan was like, "We can't. You guys we got to do something different." And yeah, with JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme was originally supposed to be the Predator and do like martial arts stuff, but it was like there was no moving around in that suit. He was pretty pissed about not having his face on screen, and so he was basically fired. Then they got Stan Winston to redesign the suit, and they got Kevin Peter Hall, who's like this super tall dude. He's like over 7 feet tall, to be the physical actor in the suit, and they got Peter Cullen to do the voice. Yeah, Optimus Prime doing the voice amongst I don't know how many other things that guy's done, but I feel like Optimus Prime is what sticks out to me. Because of all the physical exertion that it took to be in that suit, it's apparently like a 200-pound suit. McTiernan made Kevin Peter Hall a helicopter pilot at the end, the one when they pick up Arnold Schwarzenegger after the explosion. So,
how tall was he?
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Oh, damn.
Over 7 feet tall. It's all I saw. I think somewhere I saw he was like 7'11" or something like that. I was like, that's not right. Nobody's that tall.
Wow.
So I just wrote over 7 feet tall because I kept finding conflicting numbers. Let's get on to the main discussion. There's an opening shot with the spacecraft dropping off a pod or something on Earth. I don't know if you noticed the shaky camera work there. the spaceship as it's flying in, somebody must have bumped the steady cam or whatever because it wiggles a little bit. I don't know if we really needed that. I kind of feel like it tips its hand a little too early to let you know that it's something alien. But it's fine. Doesn't really bother me. I think if they left that out, it would have been potentially better. That's the cold open, and they cut to a chopper flying in somewhere to Central America. This is something else I noticed. In the opening credits over this chopper flying in, every time a credit would pop up on screen, some dust would also appear, like other places in the frame. It was really weird. So like whatever they were using to do the credits, they needed to clean that machine a little bit better.
Like slides from the projector, those old school projectors.
Pretty much, yeah.
That I didn't notice.
Yeah, I was at first I was like, oh, is there something weird with the transfer here? It looks like there's some dust on the screen, and then I saw it disappear as the credits disappeared, and then the next credit comes up and the dust comes back.
As someone who made movies in the early 90s with like a crappy camera, I can tell you that the way that they transferred those credits onto the screen. Yeah, if you put if you had some dust on your card there, it would show up.
Yep. And it does. So Dutch and his team arrive for a rescue mission. There was a chopper that was lost with some important local cabinet minister inside, or that's the story. There's the "Dylan, you son of a bitch" line. That's great. Everybody is so perfectly sweaty and grimy in this too.
They're so sweaty all the time.
Yes. And I don't think that was necessarily a choice.
No.
It was pretty humid. Dylan and Dutch are old friends. Notably, Dutch runs a rescue team now. They are not assassins, which is important for later. Although I'm pretty sure that multiple people on his team would be happy to be assassins. And Dylan is also assigned to go with them on this rescue mission, despite Dutch's protesting. So they chopper out to the last known location. In the commentary here, the director said that it was shot day for night, which I thought looked really good. It looks way better than the scene in The Mummy I complained about, where it's just like, it looks like they put a blue filter in front of the lens. We get some character building on the ride there. Hawkins tells his very 80s pussy jokes. Blaine drops the F slur. It's cringy, but it's his character. But as we discussed, maybe not just his character.
Yeah.
Bill Duke does the dry shaving thing. There was something in here about the Zippo lighter that Dylan has. He says that him and Dutch both got them for like valor or something like that. It doesn't really come back into play later, does it? Like they show him light a cigar with it later or something, but I thought that was going to be important.
I feel like they just brought that in so that Blaine could just give his "I don't give a shit" look.
Yeah,
to him or whoever he was talking. Or was it Mac he was talking to? I forget.
He was talking to Blaine. I think it was. I guess now that I think about it, it kind of helps establish a little bit of backstory between Dylan and Dutch.
Yep.
So they have history. Then they get out, they stare at the jungle for a while, and they find the downed helicopter. Pancho and Dylan seem very sure that the helicopter is not going to fall on them when they climb up. It's like hanging in the trees. I would have been a little worried about that coming down. They find the pilot's dead, the chopper's stripped. Dutch says that it looks like they were taken out with a heat seeker. I feel like there wouldn't be anything left of that helicopter if they'd been taken out with a missile.
Yeah, they don't really show too much of anything of this helicopter.
No. Pancho tells Dutch it looks like a surveillance chopper, and then Dutch implies to Dylan that it sure seems sus that it was blown up with a heat seeker. Then they see some guys carrying some other guys or something. I don't know. It's something to get the movie going along. Something catches their attention. Billy sees something in the jungle. Billy's great. I love him.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a 15-minute longer cut of this movie where they show a little bit more of what's going on with Billy, because there's a couple of things where it's like, you know, at some point Dutch is like, "Nothing scares you, Billy," and it's like, I didn't get that in the movie previously. And then, man, they really do him dirty with his off-camera death.
Yeah. There's Hawkins is killed off camera too, right? He's the first to go, I think.
Yeah.
No, he got shot in the chest, I thought.
Hawkins?
Oh no.
No. That's Ventura.
No, somebody else.
Yeah. That's Blaine. So Billy sees something in the jungle. Then he finds 3 skin bodies hanging upside down. It's pretty gross. I like it. Good detail with the entrails that fell out. They find some dog tags with the name Jim Harper on them.
Hopper.
And Hopper, is it Hopper or is it Harper?
I saw Hopper.
Okay, I don't know. It could have been that could be an autocorrect. Doesn't really matter. Some dude that Dutch knew, and then so Dutch questions Dylan about it, like, why was this guy here? He knew that he was like special forces or something. I think it was a smart bit of dialogue when Billy notes that the bullet casings suggest that they were firing in all directions when they were attacked. Like they didn't know where the attack was coming from. That's good foreshadowing, kind of, sort of setting the scene. And then we get our first Predator vision clip. Do you know the story behind this? The predator vision?
No, but I did have a science question for you about the
I'll go
predator
for it.
vision.
Yes.
The predator vision, a race that hunts, like that does a whole hunting thing, like that seems like a very bad way to see, especially when he takes his helmet off and everything is kind of just red and you can just see, and would mud completely stop the infrared from working?
So, let's break this down. So,
Also in a
I don't know.
jungle.
Yeah. So, all right, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. I don't know if like the heat vision alone, like that being your only thing, yeah, that might not work so well. Would the mud stop it? If the mud is cool, yes, but it quickly dries up. You can see it dried up later, actually. So it would only work for a little bit. Actually, it would probably warm up first and then evaporate. So it would work briefly. But then like in Predator 2, they established that they can see in different wavelengths because they do the thing where they're all the guys are wearing the
vacuum suits.
yeah, what's
Right.
the foil suits so
Yeah.
none of the heat escapes, and then they're lighting everything up with UV lights, and the predator's like, something weird's going on, and you see it like switch spectra, and then it can see. So I don't know. But it does seem weird when he takes his helmet off, he can't see anything.
Yeah, it's just like blobs moving around.
Yeah. It's also weird because in several parts it sounds like he's recording things, right? But then later on he's just like kind of says the things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little so maybe they're a cyborg of some sort. I don't know. But George, you hit the you hinted at the problem here with the
Jungle?
heat vision in the jungle. So they were just going to shoot it with the regular IR camera and use that, but it's like 90 degrees, mid to high 90s all the time in the jungle when they're shooting. So everybody's the same temperature as the jungle. So they were having the actors stand by a fire while they sprayed ice water on the jungle so there'd be enough contrast. And they did a few scenes that way, but it was just not practical to do. So they ended up doing They did. What did they do? They just took the film, created like a negative of it, and then did what's it called? Not artificial coloring, but false coloring on it. And then and I think did something to make it look a little more pixelated or whatever. But yeah, they had to secretly bring it to a special effects house and be like, "This isn't working for us. You got to help us out." So, anyways,
it just seemed really weird that, like, when you're watching what he can see, I'm like, this race evolved to be hunters and it can barely see anything. I mean, I get it, cool movie stuff, but yeah, as far as like actual reality goes, I don't think something that saw like that would evolve to be like these super hunters.
They are also using technology though, so they're not completely evolved to be hunters. And well, here, let me throw this one at you. Maybe his predator vision, there's other wavelengths that we can't see.
Oh,
okay. What about that, man?
Okay, hey,
did you guys read the bit about the netting on the predator suits and how?
No.
So from what I read, apparently that netting was just put there to kind of hold the suit together because it started coming apart during filming. But it looks so cool that it just became like a standard piece.
It does look cool.
Predator.
I like it. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, make them goth predators.
Right.
Fishnet stockings. Nice. You know what? I'm not going to kink shame. So the predator's watching them. I love the part when Mac threatens to bleed Dylan dry because he's giving up their position when he stumbles around like an amateur, right? I was confused though because he's like, "You're ghosting us, motherfucker." I would have thought that meant that he was trying to take off on them. So then I looked into it, and a lot of people have the same question. And I guess the meaning of it, there's some military meaning for that, and it's like by giving away your position, you're going to get them killed, as in they're going to be turned into ghosts.
Mm.
So did make sense to me once that was explained. So they sneak up on this rebel base camp. I don't know who the rebels are, to be honest. I don't really care. Not important. What's up here? It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Dutch surveils the area. There's some bad dudes doing bad shit, primarily torturing and killing hostages. So the team moves in. They start stealthily taking out bad guys. And then we get the Diane, what's going on?
I'm
So
just
cool.
I'm thinking about this scene, and I was like, for some reason, I noticed a lot of stuff when I watched it just like a couple of days ago, and I was like, this scene is so long, and it's just like the most 80s action movie
Yes.
shit you've ever
Yes.
seen. And
Yes.
I was like, because I was always so focused on getting to the Predator part that I was never worried about how awesome this scene was. And then I'm thinking about him throwing the grenade into the back of the truck.
Yes.
And just like lifting it up and it's like, oh yeah, we're stealthily killing these guys, and then I'm just gonna start blowing stuff up, and then everybody's like, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's just so good.
Yeah, he lifts the back of that truck up. I wonder if he really did that.
I bet he did.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet he did. He probably could have. And then all hell breaks loose. So they're not in stealth mode anymore. Lots of gunfire breaks out. I love all the explosions with the guys like flipping over, like perfect stuntman style. Like I loved all that. It is so 80s. It's awesome.
Yeah, that reminded me of Commando.
Yes,
I noticed like the explosions and the flipping stunt guys was like 90% of the action in Commando.
Yeah, so good.
I'm pretty sure people don't flip like that from grenades, right? Your body's just torn apart, right? If you don't want to
snap your neck making a movie, then you do flip that way.
If you want it to look awesome on screen,
that's right.
Do it
There's Arnold throws the machete at that guy. It sticks into the wall. He's like, "Stick around."
Stick around.
I
gives
love
him
his
one-liner.
Yeah, they're so cheesy, but I love it. It's great. A woman gets the drop on Dutch, but he heroically knocks her out with the butt of his rifle. To be fair, he didn't look first, but Mac reports back that the other hostages are dead. He goes, "If they're Central American, I'm a goddamn Chinaman." I don't think Chinaman is the preferred nomenclature here, Mac.
It was then.
Yes, was that's true. It was. It sure seems like they were given bad info because the cabinet major looks to be CIA, and I don't know how you look CIA, but that's what Max says, and I'm going to go with whatever Max says.
Weren't there like Russians or something? Like who are the guys in the helicopter? The guys who decided at the last minute to turn on the helicopter and decide and try to fly away.
Yeah. It turns out to be like Russian weapons dealers or something. I think I have a line on that in a bit. It turns out the guys that they killed were Russian military advisors. Something big was about to go down, and outside, we get the line.
"You're hit. You're bleeding, man."
"I ain't got time to bleed."
"Oh. Okay.
You got time to duck."
Yep. So Dutch accuses Dylan of setting them up. Dylan's like, "It's a win-win, baby." But recall that we had the info before that they're a rescue team, not an assassination team. So Dutch is extra pissed because they had to kill some people. Maybe you should have stuck with the stealth mode. But Dylan spills the beans about his team that was trying to find the chopper location for months. Though it seems like it was right there when they got dropped off this time, so I'm not sure how hard they were looking. Someone on the radio says that the place is surrounded by gorillas, the warfare kind, not the animal kind, and they need to get out to an extraction point, and they're bringing the woman with them. Her name's Anna. I'm not sure how we ever find that out, but
they don't mention
it's going to be
anywhere,
easier to say Anna. I don't think so. But I'm going to refer to her as Anna because that's what the credits say, and I don't want to keep saying the woman.
I think they did. I think she does say it at one time when she starts speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch does ask her what her name was, and she does say Anna. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
By the way, did you guys know that she's the only recurring character in all of the Predator movies?
Yeah, they said that she's in Predator 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see her in Predator 2. Like, it was supposed to be just like she's like in a news clip or something like that, but
Like in a
I
video
didn't.
or something.
I'll have to check again. But I did rewatch Predator 2 once already for this.
Oh,
And I
Predator
did
2
not
is so
see
much
her.
different.
And I thought I saw that. I thought that Dutch was also like her and they make reference to her and Dutch. They're like two
Yeah.
survivors from whatever in South America. But I don't remember seeing either one of them in it. And actually, I guess you could say Kevin Peter Hall. Well, he's playing a different character, but he's a recurring actor because he's the Predator in Predator 2. Anyways, this is where we see Dutch's Zippo lighter. He lights another cigar after, which I thought was funny because right after he was like, "We can't bring Anna with us. She'll give away our position," and then he like lights a cigar, which is going to stink up the entire jungle. To be fair, he does put it out right before they leave. And I really like the scene where Bill Duke stabs the scorpion off of Carl Weathers' shoulder. He's like, "Come here, turn around," and then like just says like, "Doop."
I
Stabs it
wonder
off
if he
him.
talks like that in real life. Is he? Because that's his voice in all his roles, right? Like he's just
His
whisper.
like it's kind of got a yeah. It's great. It was a real scorpion though, so it was kind of a bummer.
So they didn't get that PETA thing at the end.
I guess
no
not.
animals were harmed.
They did not get the blessing of PETA, or maybe PETA's like, ugh, even scorpions. I don't know. There's much more Predator Vision stuff. We hear that he's been, I think, recording certain things. Bill Duke saying, "Turn around over here." Billy laughing, stuff like
Billy
that.
laughing at I said
At the joke.
Oh, I wrote it down too.
Oh, it's geez.
Geez, you got a big pussy.
Yeah.
Geez, you got a big pussy.
Why'd you say that twice?
Why'd you say it twice? I didn't.
When I was 12, that was a hilarious joke.
Oh, it's a very funny joke.
I think, you know what? It's not sexist though, really, right? I mean, it's just like just a big pussy joke.
It's just wrong. It's just not how biology works.
Well, you could, yeah. I was saying you could take it as a small penis joke too.
Yeah, but he's yelling into it.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. I'll probably cut all that out.
Don't
just play Billy's laugh over all of this.
Right. So the next day they start making their way to the extraction point. Anna tries to make a run for it, but doesn't get far. I don't know if that's important other than to continually show that Dylan is kind of incompetent because he wasn't able to keep an eye on her, right?
Oh no, that was Dylan that she escaped from.
Yeah. Billy seems spooked. Everyone holds up while he and Dutch check out some shit. Billy sees something in the trees, but then is like, I guess it's nothing. And just as the tension lets up, Anna makes another run for it. And Hawkins catches her, but then the Predator does him in, which it is kind of an off-screen kill. Like you see the blood, like you can see like his arm or something, and you see blood go flying.
You see him like fly in front. It does look like he gets him in his neck.
Yeah, but I think it works. You get plenty of great kills later, and I think you're kind of keeping the mystery for now. I kind of wish I could rewatch this for the first time because I have no idea. I feel like it was spoiled for me. You know, before I ever even saw it, that it was an alien. But I guess you know that from the opening scene too.
Yeah, I mean the movie's called Predator. I don't know. I don't see any reason why you would go into it thinking that it was like just a guy or something.
Yeah,
or a lion.
A little too superhuman to be a human.
More human than human, as Rob Zombie would say.
Yes.
It's a good song.
Oh, did either of you worry here that the first shot of the Predator camouflage was like that it didn't hold up, and that maybe this movie was bad? So it looks really bad. This first shot.
I didn't think it was gonna make the movie bad, but the way that he grabs the leg and moves it, it's not together with how the leg moves. It does look really bad.
Yeah.
And again, this is 1986. So this is 1986. They're filming it going, we're going to put this on film. It's going to be projected and then it's going to go on VHS tape. And it
Right.
looked way better there.
Nobody's even going to notice all the dust in the credits.
Yeah. And they wouldn't have, but
No.
they had to HDify it. And, you know, some things you just can't HDify.
De-ageify?
I was actually just thinking about that when we were.
Deify means to make a god.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're making this movie godlike, you wouldn't have to do too much work.
All right.
Like, speaking of HDify, I was thinking about that when we were doing the Aliens episode, that like CRT screens, you definitely don't want to replace those with HD screens, because the CRT screens that were flickering on and off and just had really bad quality. That definitely amped up how scary it was on the planet and everything.
Yeah.
You put like HD monitors that have like 1,000 something pixels, it wouldn't be the same.
No, and I think I made a comment as such, like that was covering up a lot of the miniaturization in Alien, where they were like, you're seeing a lot of it through the camera, and that I think that covers up a lot. So
yeah.
But yeah, so there's the first shot of the Predator's camouflage. It looked pretty bad. It gets better almost immediately. And I was curious how they did it, because they never really talked about it. So I like Googled it, and I think I got the gist of it. But it's the guy's running around in a red suit. He looks like, I don't know, like Gumby, but red. And then and they essentially red screen him out, right? He has to be red because the jungle's green. And then, but when they do those shots, they're doing two cameras at the same time with two different focal lengths. Then they superimpose the second shot inside of what they cut out, right? So then you get like it's a little bit distorted, and then you have another red guy inside, a little smaller, and then they green screen that out, and so you get like that repeating effect going down to essentially nothing. And it looks really cool. It's like a lenticular lens effect. I love it. But yeah, Hawkins is dead. I could have sworn he lasted longer, but I thought he made more cavernous pussy jokes, but I guess not.
Just two.
Just the two. Dutch and the boys find Anna covered in Hawkins' blood. Pancho wants to know what happened, and she tells them that the jungle came alive and took him, which I think is a great explanation and not wrong. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And Dutch is really like in her hair and like getting it out of her face. I didn't remember it being that long. Yeah, he's like, it's like uncomfortably long of him like caressing her hair. And I'm like, what is going on here?
I'll have to check that out. I didn't catch that at all.
I mean, he has pulled like Chamberlain like numbers from what
Yeah. They go looking for Hawkins' body, and the camera pans up to show him hanging from a tree. I forgot that Jesse Ventura gets shot through the back here, which is not very sporting of the Predator. That sets things off in a panic. Max sees the Predator camouflage and starts firing at it. He nicks it, and then you see some glow stick blood on some plant leaves. It is literally glow stick juice, and I think they mixed it with KY jelly to make it a little thicker. McTiernan says that they originally wanted it to be orange blood for better contrast against the green foliage, but that was too difficult to do. They didn't have all these multicolored glow sticks like we do now. Let's see. Then Mac picks up old Painless, Blaine's Gatling gun, and just mows down the jungle. like
so
literally
funny.
mows it down. It's great.
And then everybody just joins him without even questioning it. They're just all unloading all of their things, and then it shows like an overhead shot of just like a gorge where they just took down all the trees.
No idea what they're shooting at.
Nope.
Or what or where, it's like, it's basically what Billy had pointed out before. They were shooting like the bullet casings suggested that they were shooting in all directions. It's great. Yeah. No questions asked.
Nope.
Just start shooting.
It's so funny.
But was this your favorite scene that you were going to talk about?
Yes. Because it's just so funny because they just all join and they're just side by side, just emptying their things, and then Mac, like, he's just like, even after there's no more bullets coming out, he's just holding
Yes.
that trigger down and
Yes.
screaming.
That's awesome. They're just smoking and still spinning.
Yeah, it's just there's something like about this movie where they're not afraid to be goofy. You know, like Schwarzenegger has some one-liners, you have Hawkins telling the jokes, and there's something about this movie where stupid stuff happens and it's fine. You know, it's unlike Aliens, where we weren't allowed to have any fun. We were just serious the whole time. This is, again, this is the way you do this kind of a movie. You have a distinct group of people with their own, look and their own personalities, and there's not a billion of them. There's 7 of them. And and then when you take them out, it matters. So not only is this scene silly, but it's also like these guys are all working together. And they're not questioning each other. If they see somebody shooting into the jungle, they're like, well, he must have seen something, so we're going to help. So it's stupid, but it also like tells a story about these guys. And then you also get the hilarious shot of just like the cleared out jungle afterwards.
It's awesome.
I think it tells a lot about these guys in just this one little scene.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't say that it's stupid, but it is awesome for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. To your point, I think that one of the reasons why I liked it too is like everything you said, because even from the moment they were on the helicopter coming, on their way to the jungle, I remember when they came in, I was like, oh, these guys have to be badasses, because like one guy was in a suit, the other guy was in Jesse Ventura was in like t-shirt, like a regular t-shirt and jeans, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the back puffing a cigarette. And you're just like, okay, these aren't regular soldiers. These are guys who clearly do not give a fuck, and they have their own thing, and they're here to like make somebody pay. And you see a flash of that in the helicopter right on the way here, where he's like, I think it was Poncho threw a ball at Hawkins, and Hawkins caught it without even looking.
Mm-hmm.
And you just know that they've been working together. And to your point, like the whole, I shoot, I'm not, if somebody shoots, I'm shooting where they're shooting. I'll ask later. And as much as I loved it, I know that there has to be like a SEAL team training video out there of this is not what you do in a live fire operation. Like some of you might have been inspired by this scene to join the special forces, but we do not do it this way.
Yeah. That gun, the Gatling gun, Old Painless. So they had to slow it down for the movie because it was just a blur on camera. So they slowed it down. There was 100 pounds of batteries hidden behind Bill Duke in that scene. And all the ammo that he could carry lasted for 6 seconds. Obviously, they had to put together multiple shots for that.
They should have mounted it to a harness like in Aliens.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, so is a minigun of that size, caliber, and with that much ammo, is it even possible to carry for one person?
Yeah, they really shot it. Oh,
jeez.
But it's normally mounted on a vehicle.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like, is somebody like, do you have to be, even if you were Jesse Ventura's size, would you be able to lug that thing in the jungle?
Probably. I mean, you'd have the 100 pounds of batteries on your back. That would suck. But
plus,
they were
ammo too, man.
They were holding it, and they were worried that that like the recoil would make them shoot all over the place. It's not filled with real bullets, but still, like somebody could get hurt, right? And they were worried about the recoil. But because the thing is so heavy and it's spinning, it has so much angular momentum. The recoil wasn't making it go side to side. Ooh. Like you could like it was difficult to make it go side to side. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, they eventually run out of ammo. And then somebody's like, "What happened?" and Max says, "I saw it." They note the enormous hole in Blaine's chest. The wound is cauterized. There's no shrapnel, no powder burns, and they don't know what could have done that. Then they decide they're going to take his body with them, which seems like it's going to slow them down, but I guess leave no man behind. Anna sees the predator blood. I don't know why, but she doesn't say anything yet. And then they set up a bunch of tripwires and flares and claymores and stuff, and they're just going to wait it out for a bit. Mac says his goodbyes to his friend Blaine. I probably didn't need that, but it does make me like Mac even more, and it sucks even harder when he gets killed in a little bit. Then we cut to the predator. It decloaks, and you see the great creature design. That was money well spent on Stan Winston.
Yeah, really good character design.
And it seals up its wound, which is pretty painful based on how it screams. Meanwhile, Dylan still can't get a chopper to come in. Max says that he only saw one of them camouflage. So I hadn't really thought about the fact that they don't know that it's only one.
Well, because Dylan keeps saying, "No way! There's at least 3 or 4 of these guys must be working together." Like every time,
Right.
the predator pops up.
Oh, here's that clip where Billy says that he's scared.
Billy, you know something. What is it?
I'm scared, Pancho.
Bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I love that. Mac monologues for a bit, ending with him saying that he's going to cut Blaine's name into it. Then one of the flares gets set off and chaos ensues. Mac gets a hold of something and stabs it to death, but it turns out to be Pumbaa from The Lion King. During the commotion, the predator must have snuck in and taken Blaine's body because now it's gone. He's got to get that trophy. Dutch finally puts it together that whatever's hunting them must be using the trees. He questions Anna now, and she actually speaks English just fine. She does her best to describe the way that it camouflages itself and mentions the glowing blood. We get the classic Arnie line, "If it bleeds, we can kill it," which turns out to be correct in the end. So they're going to make a stand, another stand, I guess. They set a bunch of booby traps. I love all this A-Team shit. It's awesome.
Yep.
Mac's still dry shaving, which is his nervous tick, and he cuts his cheek and snaps the blade off because he's so high strung. I like that. Then Anna tells a fun story about the men in her village who were found butchered in the hottest years, and it's very hot this year. I love it when Dutch is creeping looking for something, and then the predator trips the net right behind him. He gets caught, and he does that scream.
He does that scream.
Wasn't he
so funny?
Wasn't he baiting it? Because they were just waiting for it and nothing was happening. So he decided, I'm gonna just walk in the middle of everything and see if it'll come
Maybe.
after me.
I thought he was trying to see something, but maybe. What I didn't like, though, is that you don't see the camouflage predator. Like, they cheated.
Yeah.
And it's just set off. They do that a couple of times. What else happens? The heavy log booby trap hits Pancho, which has got to suck. All of his ribs are busted. That's got to be rough. Dylan volunteers as tribute to hold it off while the rest of them make a run for the chopper at the extraction point. Mac finally loses his shit. I love this. It's like couldn't have me some fun. Couldn't have me some fun.
For the longest time, I kept saying that as a kid. I'm going to have me some fun.
I said all the time.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that that's a Little Richard song. Because
it's from the song in the beginning.
It's the song in the beginning, yeah.
No, I had no idea. Never put it together.
I didn't realize that till recently, too.
Yeah. I only ever remember the "Gonna Have Me Some Fun" part. And then I thought it was the Predator fucking with Dylan here for a second. I thought it was like playing back, Mac going like, "Turn around over here," but it really is Mac. He's got eyes on the Predator. That's a great scene where they're like hiding under the bushes, checking it out over there in them trees. They try to take it out, but it doesn't go well for them. This is where you see the triangle dot laser sighting thing that's become it's become a staple of the Predator franchise.
Yeah.
And then Mac gets a new hole in his head. And at some point around here, Dutch says to Anna that it didn't kill you because you weren't armed. No sport.
She tries to take a gun away from him. And he's like, no firearms.
Right. Right. But couldn't they all just put down their guns then and walk out of there?
I think it already knows. It's already going after them because it knows that they are armed.
It's made up its mind that they're the best.
Yeah, it didn't have any problem shooting Blaine in the back either, so
no.
It's not all no sport.
No.
I mean, would you really want to be in front of Blaine with that gun?
Yeah, it's outmatched. It's like 6 or 7 to 1.
He's just trying to whittle him down to where it's going to get interesting.
Yeah. And that's what he does.
Yeah, true. Now the Predator uses the Mac recording to freak Dylan right as he sees Mac's body. It still freaks me out now when Carl Weathers gets his arm shot off. Something about like losing a limb in a movie. Well, in real life,
and
it would
it's
also
still going.
Really freak me out. But yeah, yes,
yeah,
it's still firing.
The way that it drops, and they linger on it so long, just like shooting.
Traumatized me as a kid. Billy tries to take the Predator on and does not last 1 second. Dutch is super committed to the idea that the Predator does this for sport and kicks a gun out of Anna's hands again. Also, both Pancho and Dutch get shot here, but neither one has a particularly grievous wound, which I thought was kind of convenient. But we get the "get to the chopper" line.
Get to the chopper!
That's a classic. Then Dutch gets chased off a cliff, fortunately landing in some water.
But no. Dutch doesn't land in some water. Dutch is stunt double
and hurt himself. Hurt himself apparently too.
That is
really what happened.
That is the stunt double-iest stunt double I've ever seen.
It looks nothing like him.
No.
I don't even think he's wearing the same clothes. But yeah, so then he goes over a waterfall, but survives that, and then he climbs out of the water through some mud, and there's the splash behind him. They cheated again, where you don't see the camouflage, right? You just see the splash. But Dutch gets covered in mud, so the Predator can't see him with its heat vision. He lets the audience know he couldn't see me. I don't know if we needed that.
Okay, another science question, and I don't know if you're equipped to handle this. They show his eyes and his lips are both not covered with mud at all. Is there no heat coming out of the eyes?
The eyes, you definitely see the eyes in the. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. This movie's garbage. Thanks.
Wait, but if his eyelids were closed and it was caked in mud, would that have
they
been?
But they
weren't.
Not.
But they weren't, right?
They are not.
Yeah.
Like they show him a couple of times close up, and his eyes are as wide as can be.
I mean, it really would not work for that long either. And also, if the mud was that cool and he stood up and the jungle's warm, then he's like the Predator's going to see a shadow or something like. Yeah. But I can let it go. They don't dwell on it too much.
I'm letting it go too. Yeah. I felt like these like hunters, these famous hunters, can't see shit. Like they can't see a guy who's covered in mud.
Oh, also, I thought it was weird that the Predator's camouflage doesn't work when it's wet. Who designed this? Right?
And sent him to a planet 75% covered in water.
So Dutch has an entirely new plan, set more traps and lure it in again, but this time make it work. Meanwhile, we're treated to the Predator ripping Billy's spine out and his skull and then bones him like a chicken wing. Then it steam cleans everything and adds it to his collection. It's a little weird how he caresses the skull.
Yeah.
Maybe he just really appreciates.
But he has everybody's skull. Is that like cryo? Is that like is he like liquid nitrogening?
It looks more like steam to me, which would make more sense because you're going to sterilize it. It won't rot so much, but I don't really know. It could be some alien chemical thingy.
Yeah, I don't know. It cleans them off nice and good, though.
I know. I want him to come to my house and clean my carpets. When Dutch is ready, he yells super loud and starts a fire to draw the predator's attention.
He yells war, right? Is war?
Oh,
what
I thought he was
actually
just
yells?
going, oh.
Oh, I thought he was
But-
yelling war the whole time, and just like the whole time.
The captions just say guttural yell, which I think accurately describes it.
Right.
Eventually, Dutch fucks up the predator's camouflage with an improvised bomb arrow. Right before he does that, the camouflage predator walks in front of the fire, and that's like an especially good effect for a movie made in 1986, was it?
Mhm.
I already forgot the year.
It
looks
came out
really
in
good.
86, so it would have been
Okay, yeah.
5 where they
Yeah.
made it.
Wow.
That's one of my favorite shots. Now it's the predator's turn to waste all its ammo firing everywhere all at once. There's a lot of cat and mouse stuff that's fine, but I was actually losing my patience a little bit with it. It goes on a little too long. But then eventually they fight mano-y-mano. Realistically, the predator should have still easily killed Dutch. It's so much stronger. But I think it's, it finally found a foe worth fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes its mask off. We get the one ugly motherfucker line.
You one ugly motherfucker.
The design is so like, it was already cool with the mask, but it's kind of unbelievable how they did this with practical
Mhm.
effects. That's like
The mandibles.
yeah. Stan was, I guess it was like a person for each mandible operating it, and
I
they
believe
just had to
that.
coordinate everything. Yeah.
There's
it looks
something
great.
so creepy about that one mandible like clicking against
Yes,
the top
yes.
tooth. So
It's so good.
so not only the creature design, but the sound design also.
Yep. And the puppeteering of that. That's a great point. That little clicking, that really sticks out in my mind.
Mhm.
It's almost character building. Oh, did want to tell you the bad news here that the mandibles was actually James Cameron's idea. It was what's his name? Stan Winston was on a plane looking at drawings of the predator, and Cameron said something like, I always thought it'd be cool to have a creature with mandibles.
Mm. Hey, a broken clock's right twice a day.
Yes, yes.
Wasn't he approached to direct the movie at one point or something?
He might have been. Yeah.
He should have just directed Predator 2. He could have ruined. He may
Could've
as
made
well
it-
have ruined Predator.
He could have
2.
made it Predators with a dollar sign.
Yeah.
So they fight for a while, but in the end, Dutch lures it towards his spike trap, and he's like, "Come on, do it, kill me, I'm here."
Your
But-
Schwarzenegger's pretty good.
Is it all right? I was a little worried. I'm getting nervous with the Schwarzenegger.
I mean, it's not great, but it's better than a lot.
I was not expecting it to be great by any means. It's it knows something's up, but it goes around. But back up booby trap. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood, and it takes out a predator if you drop it right on top of one. Then it starts an obvious countdown on its arm device and mimics Billy's laugh. I do like how you can tell it's a countdown, but it's just totally
Yeah.
foreign numbers. And I like
Yep.
that it's not a 7-segment display. It's got more segments than that, but it's it's obviously like an old LED display,
Mhm.
which realistically some alien species should have come up with a different kind of technology, but I love it. It's great.
This explosion looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
Sure does.
I was nervous after the alien incident with the explosion looking so bad, but
This is almost a
this
decade
explosion
later, right?
looks really cool.
Yeah. 7 years later, maybe something like that.
Yeah. And
Gee.
like Schwarzenegger jumps and you can see like the shadows
Yeah.
coming
yeah.
off of his legs and stuff. I was like, I'm impressed by this explosion.
It's a great shot. Yeah. And it's like supposedly like this mini nuclear explosion. Yes, Dutch runs away. There's a big explosion, and then he's rescued by a chopper with Anna in it. So I guess we are to assume that she told him that there's probably somebody still alive.
Mm-hmm. And
that's the shot. Go ahead.
And that she did get to the chopper, in fact.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. That's the shot that has Kevin Peter Hall being the chopper pilot.
The Predator's in the helicopter.
What the hell? Can you guys hear that?
I
I
heard
hope not.
a
I
little
hear my
tiny
kids.
thing.
My kids are like screaming. I don't know what's going on. So that's the end. There's a little roll call before the credits, and McTiernan said that that's a 1950s thing to do. He calls it a curtain call, and he says he stole it from a Robert Altman film called Brewster McCloud. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I've seen it in other films.
Oh yeah, I like
yeah.
it when they do that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Me too.
And I don't think any of it is taken directly from the film, right? It's different footage.
No, it's just like them like pretending to do something else and then looking towards the camera and mugging.
Yeah, I like it. That was cool.
I mean, don't the Avengers they did that for like Endgame too, didn't they? Like picture of
Did
like
they? I don't remember.
Scarlett Johansson and said Black Widow and
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Colby, what about you? Do you remember that? That's your favorite movie?
I was so checked out by the time the end of Endgame came in. I might have seen the last like scene of that and then immediately turned it off and said, I don't need to watch any Marvel movies ever again.
All right. So that takes us to changes we'd like to have seen. I'll go first. I don't think any of us have much here. I have one of them should be an android just for the cup jokes. But for real, I just wish they didn't do those invisible predator cheats. I don't know. That bothers me. And maybe pick up the pacing a bit towards the end before they do the final confrontation. That's it. It's a really good movie. Solid. Anybody else have changes?
I would have liked to have seen more Billy. I want to know because Billy seems like a badass. Everyone in that group respects Billy.
Yep.
They don't really show why, and then they kill him off screen, and I don't like that. I don't like that he just sort of, like, I understand that, you know, he's a badass. He knows that he's not going to make it, so, like, but also, no. I would have liked to have seen him fight till he was dead.
Right, yeah, give him, like, 5 seconds of fighting, like pulling out a knife and trying to hack at it or something. So we already did see Hawkins get killed more or less off screen. Like the mystery was still there.
Yeah, so even like throw a knife at it, see the knife get shot out of the way, and then see what happens to him.
Yeah. What about you, George?
I agree with the Billy. So I only had two things. The Billy thing, where I feel like we got robbed because Poncho and Hawkins had more visible deaths, and they were considerably less badass than Billy. So when Billy took off his shirt, I was like, "Oh, it's on now. It's hand-to-hand combat." And then and nothing happens. We just hear him yelling. So that was pretty disappointing.
I mean, technically, we don't know that he didn't fight because they don't show it. So he may.
I also wish that.
But I would have liked to.
It would have been awesome.
Yeah,
but it also would have been awesome if maybe when the Predator showed up to fight, I would say Dutch, that he had like a really visible, I don't know, gash that Billy had like left or something. That like I would have been able to forgive it if like we were like, oh, Billy fucked him up, but he didn't. The second thing I wish was I wish Anna had more to do. She was clearly a rebel, so she could clearly fight. She could do something. So I wish that she had actually fought, even though, hey, maybe at the end, Dutch was the one that gave her the chance to escape. But I wish she had actually had a chance to fight and show off some of why she was in the rebel camp.
That's fair. Yeah.
And maybe a shower scene.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. So that takes us to ranking. I love war movies and sci-fi horror, and this is both. Also, kind of a mystery for a bit there. At first, again, I kind of wish I could rewatch it for the first time just to wonder a little bit.
Are you gonna watch it with your boys?
Someday, but not anytime soon because they like The Princess Bride was too intense for them. So, this is a movie that knows what it is and doesn't get in its own way.
Yep.
I think it is a tighter movie than Aliens. Though it has the advantage of being the first in the franchise too, so not trying to expand on anything. But it's also simpler than Aliens. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I think it's better. Either way, I think it is solidly in B territory. And I will let whoever else go. Colby looks mad. I'll let Colby go next. No?
I'm surprised, but I'm not mad. I couldn't put it in the S tier with Alien. I think it's an A tier movie, though.
Okay.
I think it's a great action movie, and then it turns into a great movie with an alien. So, like, it's a great Schwarzenegger action movie, and then it's a great, like, one-on-one with this badass alien, like, sci-fi movie. I like the deaths. I like the action. I think it's a like considerably better movie than Aliens. I don't even think it's in the same tier.
Okay. So you're saying A.
I
Number
think
2.
A, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
Oh,
George?
I also am surprised. I have it more in the A+ territory. I don't. I just think that there a whole generation of guys that watched this learned how to be men, and just I kind of just don't get this whole generation of dudes not understanding. Like, I don't know what a man is, and no one's told me how to be a man. But like, just watch any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and like these guys are just badasses doing what badasses do. And I kind of feel like like some of these like ice guys walk around thinking that they look like Billy and Hawkins and all these guys, but man, none of these guys is like Blaine and Mac and everybody. Those guys were men's men back in the day when these movies were like defining the whole genre.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with like people getting their manliness from movies like this is
Right.
that they get the wrong parts of the manliness.
They get the wrong
and
parts,
then you
right.
end up
Yeah,
in
yeah.
ice.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like half of those guys couldn't even pass a physical test. Like these guys
Yeah, but
clearly
it
are
doesn't
physically
matter.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to them.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm also in the high A. I didn't think we were until we get other movies in the A tier. I wasn't worried about it, but yeah, I think this is a high A. It's damn close to S, but I like as I was watching it, I was like, this isn't. It's not giving me the same. Like, it's not hitting me the same as Alien did.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being
the
too hard on
Brotherhood
this movie.
too.
Or not too. What? The Brotherhood?
I was gonna the Brotherhood between the soldiers.
Yeah.
I just thought that was awesome. Like clearly Dutch was like the lion in the pack, but everybody like had their own specialty and everybody was a badass in their own way. But everybody was like Dutch is the boss and we take our cue. Like it's just they all had each other's backs. Like the whole I shoot, you all shoot, nobody asks questions. Like, yeah, that was as silly as that scene seemed, it was badass because of that whole camaraderie.
That's sort of the lesson that I think a lot of guys need is have each other's backs. Like, we're not alone. Everyone's stronger with a group
together.
Like, like work together and maybe some of this shit wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely I'm firmly in the A tier.
Okay.
You don't want to change your mind, Zach?
I feel like it's I don't know, it's something about it just doesn't reach A tier for me. So I'm gonna suggest we play for it. And if I win, then I will worry about if it's better or worse than Aliens. And if I lose, then it's a number 2. And so I guess how this works with 3 of us, I think it's whose turn is it to bid first?
I bid last time.
It's my turn to bid first, fittingly.
Mm.
And then it's going to be me versus you two, essentially. So if I say 4 and you guys are like, yeah, go ahead, then it's just, it's me versus the questions, right? But if I say 4 and you say 5, if the two of you get 5, then it counts. Does that sound reasonable?
Oh, the two of us have to get 5. Oh, because
no.
we're together.
I'm saying if you outbid me, all right? So, all right. So everybody has the questions we can read and then decide on bidding.
Are
Yes.
you gonna?
You have the questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have I have to have Chrome open for this.
Sorry.
There it is.
All right, I'm going to read.
Long tall Sally, she's built sweet. She got everything an Uncle John need. Oh, baby. I gotta have me some fun. 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 I gotta have me some fun.
Jesus.
I feel like I watch a lot of movies, but whenever I see questions like this, I feel like I don't watch shit.
I don't even understand the last question. Jesus, I got to guess on some of these, but I'm going to bid 1 and hope that you guys can't get 2. Or let me bid 1.
I think Michael's gonna have to carry me here.
I have 2. And
Oh, sweet.
maybe 3.
We can go with 2
Okay.
to be safe.
So you only have to go to 2 to, well, I could then say 3, but I'm not going to. I'll tell you that.
Well, if I say 3, do I have to get 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to say 2.
But then I would have to say 4 if I wanted to outbid you. So
Okay.
So 2. All right. I do not know 3. That's a definite loss. I don't think I know 3. There's 3 I could guess at. I don't think I'm that lucky. Let me find the answers. All right. Oh, God damn it. I knew that one. We're going to come up with it, though. What is the name of Robert De Niro's devilish character in Angel Heart from 1987?
No clue.
No clue.
Louis Cypher.
Jesus.
Oh.
Stupid.
I think I only knew that from like another movie podcast.
Oh, was that one of yours that you knew?
No. Well, like after I read the answer, I was like, oh yeah. I think Colby's got this one because he's a Godzilla guy.
Yeah.
What kaiju foe of Godzilla's was attracted to pollution and vulnerable to dryness?
I think it's Hydra?
Also known as the smog monster?
Yes.
Yes, it is Hydra, whatever you said. Okay, so that's
Hydra.
1. Oh, man, let me write this down. You guys bid 2. Right now you have 1. All right. In Dead Silence from 2007, who is the dead ventriloquist who cuts out people's tongues when they scream?
Nope.
I have no clue.
No clue on that either. Mary Shaw.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't even know that was a movie. How many years after the original film Psycho 2... Sorry. How many years after the original was the film Psycho 2 produced?
That was the one I was going to guess at, but I'm not. I'm not. If it's going to cost us the A rank.
Well, it won't. You don't lose points. You either get points or you don't.
Okay.
So
I
you
was
might as
going to
well
say
guess.
13.
George, do you want to say that's not it, or
No?
do you want to?
I have no clue.
Do you know better? No. Okay. I would have got this one.
I do not know better.
It was 23. 23. So I would have got the 1
that
point.
big of it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big.
All right. What is the name of the devilish character Jack Nicholson plays in The Witches of Eastwick from 1987?
I believe his character in that movie is Daryl Van Horn.
I believe you got 2 points.
Ooh.
Good job. And then
I was hoping that I wasn't mixing that up with I get that, and there's a Bruce Willis movie, Death Becomes Her,
Oh, yeah.
that I always get mixed up.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, actually. So last one, just for funsies, or if you want to show off, which holiday-themed horror film cast Happy Days guest star Roz Kelly as the lead? Mother's Day, New Year's Evil, or Halloween?
I have no idea. Halloween.
Mother's Day.
It's New Year's Evil. Which is,
So we were
that was,
both wrong.
yeah. Well, I was like, I was gonna guess Mother's Day or Halloween if I had to guess it, but yeah, I was like, New Year's Evil. Is that even a movie? All right, but you got your 2, so that makes you guys happy. I'm not mad about it at all. I think it's totally fine. But then that makes Predator our new number 2 and puts it in the A tier. Before we move on, we did get an email from Majors. He sent us quite an email, actually, on the Alien and Aliens episodes. I guess he didn't like that I said Gladiator is fine, suggesting that we have different tastes in movies. He's apparently a big fan of that one. I just haven't seen it more than once, I don't think. So I don't have any necessarily super positive or negative memories about it. He says that with the MCU, he had no dog in the fight. They're just popcorn movies to him, but the Alien franchise, I guess, is near and dear to his heart, and he's very attached to it. So now he's got some opinions, apparently. He makes a good point that I may have doxed myself with the Giga-related naming of my network devices. Don't worry, my passwords are not like that. His thing is to use references from the band The Cult for inspiration when naming computers and network devices, which that's perfectly good inspiration.
We name ours after our cats.
Nice. I'm going to name, if I get a cat, I'm going to name it TP-Link after my router. Regarding my ranting about cryosleep, Major says that, he says, I'm quoting Majors here, I recently learned of Anna Bagenholm's ski accident in 1999 where she was basically frozen for 40 minutes and amazingly survived. According to what I've heard, after the accident, the medical field declared that you cannot pronounce death unless the body is thawed. If this could happen by accident in the 20th century, just imagine what they can do in the 22nd with applied whaling you tiny money. And he made the mistake of citing his source, which I read. Major said, basically frozen. The source says that her body temperature was 13.7 degrees Celsius, which is pretty far from frozen. And the part about you can't pronounce death unless the body is thawed, the actual text reads that the doctor knew patients should be warmed up before you declare them dead. So she wasn't ever frozen. She wasn't ever thawed, therefore. And I know that some of you out there are like, that's pretty much the same thing. And I'm telling you that it's not, because in the context of my gripe, it was about how the frost in the cryotubes is stupid because you wouldn't actually freeze someone, because if you freeze living cells, the ice ruptures the cell and you do not come back from that. So Majors, while that is an interesting story of surviving hypothermia and drowning, I do stand by my science gripe.
Does Majors like Alien Earth?
I don't know. He didn't say. I don't think he said anything about that. But he does offer a disclaimer saying that he has to qualify his comments with the fact that he absolutely loves Aliens. It's in his revolving top 3 of all time. And he adds that since I threw shade on Avatar, we can still be friends. So Majors and I are like, we are ribbing each other a little bit here. But I email and hit him up on Discord all the time. He's a good guy. He thought that the trivia about Cameron adding the $sign to the end of Aliens during his pitch studio was an entertaining story. And he says that I complained about the Chekhov's power loader in the first half of the movie, but we wouldn't get Ripley's cool "where do you want it" line that solidifies her badassness with the Sarge and other Marines.
Nope.
That was Colby's complaint.
Nope. And also, not a cool line. Not a cool line at all. I'm sorry, Majors. That is not a cool line. That is not a cool scene. And she should have, I stand by that she should have fought the alien queen the first time you saw her in that loader. It would have been so much better having her move a box. Shut up.
James Cameron.
So he says, agreed to disagree on the first 30 to 45 minutes of Aliens being slow and unnecessary. He watched it again the night that he listened to the podcast, and it still holds up to him, and adds that maybe, he says, this is his, I'm quoting him directly. He says, maybe my cinema palette isn't as well versed as others, since I just like movies and movies being movies, as you all mentioned a few times. I by no means claim to have a refined cinema palette.
Nope. And I think the reason why I think the first half of Aliens is so bad is because I like movies. I'm not a film guy. I'm a movie guy. I like to watch movies. And to add all that extra cinematic bullshit in the beginning is just like, it makes it less of a movie and more of a film, and it drives me insane.
I think it does wear on me the more I watch that first 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't hold up to repeated viewings. Certainly not repeated sequential viewings.
Yeah.
Let's see. He about spit out his beer at the Vasquez is a Disney princess comment. He does like he says that when Hicks says, have you ever been mistaken for a woman? And she says, no, have you? That's like one of his favorite lines. It is a great line.
It's the best line in the movie.
Yeah. He also likes Ripley's, did IQs just drop sharply while I was away? I think we skipped over that one. It is a good line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we totally did.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And Major says that he's glad that George brought up the transaxle line when the APC broke after running over a xenomorph, because what the fuck is a transaxle? Did they mean differential? Aren't axles by definition a straight line? Unless the future changed car mechanics, I guess I'm entitled to a science gripe also. If you couldn't tell by the way I was reading that was mostly me quoting Majors directly. But since you asked, Majors, a transaxle is a single mechanical device which combines the functions of an automobile's transmission, axle, and differential into one integrated assembly.
Yeah.
So it is a thing, apparently. I didn't even question it. I don't know. It just seemed like a thing. George shares my gripe or his gripe. Let's see. Oh, George, he shares your gripe about Ripley's arm hooked over the ladder there where the queen is hanging off of her foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with that either. Yeah, he's saying wouldn't your bones and ligaments pop or snap with the weight of it? Yeah, yes, but it didn't bother me that much. And a couple final thoughts from Majors. He wants a whale in Utani Pizza Party. Thought that was a good joke. And though we might not all have the same thoughts on Aliens, I'm so sorry, Majors. He says, at least it's number 2 for now. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I tried.
There's no way you could have, even if it would have went into the B tier, I don't think you could have talked both of us into thinking that it was worse.
It wouldn't have mattered. I would have been able to make it number 2 or make it number 3. But thank you, Majors. We appreciate the email. And that's it for Predator. Up next for Series 3 will be Predator 2 from November 21st, 1990. Colby, you want to do your plugs?
Oh, yeah. If you're looking for something a little bit different, you can check out Jack Billings Presents. It's sort of a bi-weekly audio sitcom, and then we have little 5-minute intervals on the off weeks. It's a really fun show. If you can stomach some annoying voices, it's a really fun show.
I love the annoying voices. He does. So I've listened to some of the I always listen all the way through, but sometimes there's like a stinger at the end or whatever.
There's always bloopers at the end.
Does the guy who does Jack Billings' voice, does he just sound like that? Or is he just staying in character?
He does a lot of stuff in the Jack character.
Okay.
But you've definitely heard Matt by himself.
Okay, I just don't know it.
As himself, yeah.
Okay. All right. As for me, I've been filling in as co-host on Retro Game Club pretty frequently. And
I have
Colby
some
and I
gripes with you on the ranking of the Nintendo systems and the Metroid games.
All right, well, we can talk about that too. Colby and I both were on the episode of Games My Mom Found for Inside, and I also had one recently for The Shining with Phoebe Stanton, Let's Play Princess. Check those out if you want. I'll put some links in the show notes. If you want to contact us, you can email us at absolutelythebestpodcast@gmail.com. Join our Discord. There's a link in the show notes. We also have links there to our socials and a couple ways that you could help support the show. Please leave us a review and help us spread the word. Tell your friends, tell a soldier of fortune, and tell a crab-faced alien. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Absolutely the Best Podcast is a production of Audio Johnny, a subsidy of Corporation Johnny. Corporation Johnny. If it exists, we own it.
There was something else here in the commentary, and I apologize for a further tangent we're about to take. But McTiernan was talking about the music here. I think it was like right afterwards, like in the aftermath. And he says that they did like a legally distinct version of a song called Fanfare for the Common Man. And they called it Fanfare for a Common Mercenary. But I was like, oh, I wonder what song that is. And I looked it up. And it's a song that I've been trying to remember the name of forever. It's the song that we played in high school band. It was like part of a medley that also included Night on Bald Mountain. And I could not find it anywhere because there's nothing to go on other than like a few notes that I remember. And I couldn't find it. It's Fanfare for the Common Man. It's what I wanted to use for the music for the podcast, which is why I was trying to look for it. Because it sounds awesome. It sounds epic. And but it turns out it's not in the public domain, so I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. Which reminds me of another thing my wife asked me about. She started listening to the show, and she's like, where do you get the music from? And I was like, oh, it's from the public domain. And she started laughing because I don't know if you guys ever watched Children's Hospital. Did you ever watch that show?
Not much.
I didn't even know that was a show. I thought that was an actual hospital.
Oh, there is an actual children's hospital, but there was a comedy show called Children's Hospital. Pretty funny. There was one episode called Staff Dance, and they had this Madonna impersonator, and she does one song that's like, like sort of like a version, but different enough where they're not going to get sued, right? And then she's like, what else should I play? And somebody in the back goes, play something from the public domain. And that is one of the best jokes I've ever heard in my entire life. And so we make that joke. My wife and I make that joke all the time. So she thought it was hilarious that I picked something from the public domain for the music for the podcast. So anytime you guys hear music in the opening and closing, it's something that I found that's in the public domain that I thought was fitting enough. All right. And then if you got time for Alien Earth episode 3, we can knock that out real quick.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. I don't have much time, but I don't have much to say about this episode.
Me either. I did rewatch it. It picks up right where episode 2 left off. On a positive note, I still enjoy the old school computer graphics and sounds. That's, to George's point, if they had made that HD screens, it would have sucked. I don't remember that they showed a flashback of Nibs being attacked by the eyeball monster, right? I have no recollection of that happening earlier on. Did either of you?
Oh, I remember because
I remember that happening.
Left the cat, right?
Okay, yeah. I don't recall. I remember the eyeball leaving the cat. I don't remember attacking Nibs. I'm pretty fed up with the Peter Pan stuff. I don't need it.
See, I was going to say that was the part that, like, because the first thing that you see is the redhead girl, like, sort of, she's like rethinking the whole thing. Like there's a whole thing going on where like the I don't know any of their names and I don't care enough to learn them. The girl with the long black hair, she comes to Prodigy and she's like I don't like that Wendy's your favorite. I like that there's dissent going on between these, like, and then you see the friendship between the two guys. Like, I think that stuff is interesting, but like it's also drawn out too long because it's an hour-long show, and the other stuff that you see is just like I don't care about. And I don't think, like, my television show thing is you get 3 episodes, and if I'm not like into it by episode 3, I'm out on the show.
Yeah.
If I wasn't watching it for this podcast, I would be out on this show. I do not care.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's really a shame because like if 2, 3, and 4 should have just been smashed together. For me,
I
at
don't
least.
know
'Cause
what happens in this movie, but I feel like or what happens in this show, but I feel like they could have made this into a movie or 2,
Yeah,
and it would have been fine.
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Everything I've seen so far feels so stretched out. Like they had an idea for 2 movies and they said, no, we're going to make this a show. And then they were like, well, we don't have enough for a show.
Oh, they're thinking about a season 2.
Great.
I'm sure they're doing a season 2. They've set it up
Yeah.
for a season 2. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Have you watched the whole thing already, Michael? Or are you just...
Yeah,
No,
just doing it
I'm
one at a
watching it
time.
week to week.
Oh, one at a time. Oh, okay.
That was a smart move because it's...
No, it's
I'm
not, because
suffering.
I don't remember anything that's going on. I don't remember
I don't
any
either.
of these people.
I rewatch it and I'm like, I don't remember any of this stuff. And then I rewatched it like 2 days ago and I only remember stuff because I wrote it down. But there's the boy genius, whatever.
Boy Cavalier.
Yeah, he's got the line about $1 trillion in bio research just landed in our laps. Reasonable number. Finally.
They had the Xenomorph fight Wendy. Didn't show it.
Yeah,
Like-
well, not only did they show it, but like there's a lot of problems with that. So first of all, leading up to it, she goes and finds Joe, I think is her brother,
Mm-hmm.
like webbed up in this meat van. I don't know what that is. And he's like, it's a trap. Like the alien said a trap. Like how
Right.
smart are these aliens? Like that was already off to a bad start. Then it could have easily wrecked both of them. And then it goes and decides to go on the roof or whatever. And then she like stabs through the roof and some blood comes down. I don't know. None of this made any sense. Yeah, then they're fighting it. She puts a hook through its mouth or something, right? And I
She
guess
like
there's
she hooks the inside
the tongue mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess missed every single blood vessel because there's no acid to eat through the hook.
Oh,
And then they're trying to close the door to trap it or something. Like there's some mechanical door coming down. And then it does something to break its tongue off, but at the same time pulls her in. But she should have fallen backwards. I don't know. And then the door shuts. Yeah, they don't show it. And then the Joe or whatever gets the door open and it's been beheaded. And, there's not a huge crater from all the alien blood. Although I guess maybe it oxidized because it's dead. We established that from Bishop.
I recently rewatched Alien 3 and Resurrection?
Nice. You're way
that
ahead
came
of
after
time. Yeah.
There's that scene where Ripley sticks a shotgun into the alien's body or into the alien's mouth through that guy's dead body, and then blows it up. And I've noticed that every alien movie and every alien show since Alien takes just great liberties with the acid blood.
Yeah, that
like Alien is the only one that's Alien was the only one that actually stuck to the corrosive blood thing consistently.
That's why it's the best.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, I also thought Joe should have been dead. He got speared like through the lung.
Yeah.
Right?
I kind of wish he would have been.
Yes. I don't really like him. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm like, how can so much have happened, but it felt like nothing happened? And that hour of television, I was like, I'm watching it and I'm like, this has got to be over soon. And I stopped. Half an hour left on this thing. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
like my recollection was after she
Yeah.
kills the alien, the episode's done, and I was like,
Mhm.
wait, did I go on to the next episode on accident? No, there was so much left.
There's so much left.
And it's like there's the two kids, like the two hybrids, right? That are kids. They're like goofing off around all these alien eggs, not worried at all what they are.
Mhm.
They say dude and bro way too much. Like I have kids, they say dude and bro a lot, but not that much. It was too much. But once Morrow shows up, they were pretty good. They were like acting like kids. I thought that was actually pretty decent acting.
I wanted to like this show. I was like, I gotta get off of this like agreeing with Zach on everything tip. But
So annoying.
it's this show is it's just, and everybody's like, just wait till we get to episode 5. Like I would have never gotten to episode 5. Never.
Fair.
And
well, I'm also going to say episode 5 is a step in the right direction. I do not by any means think it's this great episode.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of a reprieve.
And then, yeah, it's a bunch of nothing. And the thing that I do think is interesting, I wouldn't watch a show about. I was thinking about it and I'm like, yeah, I say that this show should just be about these hybrids, but I wouldn't watch the show about just the hybrids. So
I also wouldn't watch it if they just keep beating the whole Peter Pan thing into my face like every episode.
Yes.
That's the part that
they even
just
talk about it.
tires me. Yep.
They talk about it in this episode. Why are we Peter Pan people?
Yeah.
I agree.
Speaking of Peter Pan, you had brought it up earlier when the long black hair girl goes to talk to Boy Wonder or whatever the fuck his name is. But she's like, why do you like Wendy the best? And he's like, because she was the first. And she's like, my dad always threw the first pancake in the trash. And I was like, that's not the same thing. I mean, I guess she is a child, so maybe to her it is the same thing. I'm like,
yeah,
we aren't like, he's not making pancakes here. Also, sometimes the first pancake comes out fine. I don't know.
My first pancake always comes out best.
Yeah. Just use a lot of butter. It'll be fine. Can't go wrong. Kirsch is really great when he's talking to Morrow about, the ship is an object, not a place. It's a ball that got hit into my yard, and I own. I'm the yard owner. It's mine now. I love all that. I mostly had more gripes about like, why is the alien acid not eating through the cart that they put it on?
I noticed that.
Oh, when Morrow kind of like does the whatever mental phone call to that one kid. Is he in a sex club?
Yes.
A Wi-Fi jacking?
Yeah. Yes. That was a weird place to call a kid from. And then, they put the I kind of thought it was cool that they pulled the little chestburster tadpole out of the face hugger. But then they put it in the lung. And I don't know, maybe it can grow anywhere. I don't know. But I always thought that they put it in your, like, that it would go in your stomach. Because if something was growing in your lung, you would know that a lot sooner. Like you would not be able to breathe out of that lung.
Maybe it won't have the acid blood if it doesn't gestate inside of a stomach.
That's interesting. And we don't have an answer to that yet. That's actually an interesting thought. They should hire you on for season 2. That would actually be something interesting. I hope that they do that. That would, yeah. Okay. Oh, and why was, so when they were cutting open the face hugger, right? Wendy was like feeling its pain. Why does she have a psychic link? Like that makes no sense to me. I know they haven't even established, I'm sorry, Michael, they haven't even established this horrible part where she can start talking to aliens.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe those two things are connected and they're going to explain it in season 2, but they didn't explain it in season 1.
She becomes a female Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. But, yeah, I did not like this episode anymore on second watch. I think I liked it maybe even less. And then, they end with this horrible Metallica song. What's it called? Wherever I May Roam, I think it is. Just like, that's from the Black Album, and that's when Metallica started to suck. Anyways, anything else on episode 3 of Alien Earth?
No.
Okay.
I want to like it. I go into it going, all right, I'm ready. I'm going to like this one. And then it just keeps getting worse. I like that first one. I thought the second one was boring. I thought this third one was insufferable. I couldn't.
You only have 5 more to go.
I couldn't care about any of it.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully, I know there's more action in some of the later ones, but I don't know if it's enough to get you through.
I think what got me through it was hoping that certain people would just get face hugged, and just wanting to be rewarded with a face hugger.
Yeah, and I thought at first I was like, these people are doing a good job of being kids, but now I'm like, I wish these weren't kids anymore because now it's annoying.
Old. Yeah, it's getting old. Yeah. All right.
Ugh.
So
Blech.
That's it for Alien Earth episode 3.
Material girl, like a virgin? No, let's hear something from the public domain. How about when the Saints go marching in? It's probably safer.